And now we'll be cutting the sleeve. What you're going to do is fold your fabric into two like you've seen me do. Then you're going to go 10 by 10 inches. So depending on the length of the sleeve you're working with. So I took 10 because I want to work with 10 inches. So the next thing you're going to do, from the open part of the sleeve, you're going to go in by 4.5. So then you're going to slant inward. You're going to slant it like you're seeing me doing. So I haven't done that. You're going to cut it off. Very simple. Very, this is one of the easiest part of the cutting I've ever known. Basic sleeve cutting. So if you've done that, you're going to slant. It's not a straight cutting. Just watch what I'm doing. You're going to slant it inward. So I'm finishing it up just to give it a neat and even look. Voila, your sleeve is ready. So you can use this to cut the second part. So that is your basic sleeve. So if you haven't tried this method, just try it. For sewing, you'll be making use of needle and thread for the project, and we're starting off with the 2 back pieces. So the first thing to do is to measure from your neckline to the point where you'll be inserting your zipper. You can go as 20 inches, 25 inches, but I'll be working with 21 inches. So having marked my 21 inches, I'm going to mark my 1.5 inches I took for zipper allowance. If you took 2 inches for zipper allowance, you're going to mark 2 inches, but I took 1.5. So I'm going to mark my 1.5 all the way down. So I haven't done that. I'm going to use my needle and thread. Guys, make sure to start off from the bottom part so your 2 pieces will be aligned together and you stitch down all the way up. Watch what I'm doing. I'm stitching it together, making sure my 2 pieces are aligned together so one won't be greater than the other. So I'm going to make that straight stitch. I'm going to make my straight stitch using my 1.5. If you can't eyeball your 1.5, you can chalk that down like I did. You first chalk it down. Then when you get to that point, still make a very tight stitch so everything will be strong and it doesn't lose at any point. So you're going to open it up like you can see me doing and iron it down so everything will be flat and neat. So having ironed it down, so you're going to get your front piece and match the 2 shoulders together, making sure the right sides are facing each other and the wrong sides are facing up. One of the wrong sides will be facing you and one will be facing down the table, so you make sure you got it right. Stitch the shoulders with 1/2 inch. The 2 shoulders, make sure you stitch them with 1/2 inch. Guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hit on the notification bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. Like, comment and share. So once you're done stitching the 2 shoulders together, you're going to open it up like you can see me doing and face it to the right. Then we're going to work on our armhole. Remember we took 9 inches for the armhole, and having cut and sewn, it has reduced. So we're going to retake the shoulder measurements. At this point, we're going to remove 1 inches from what we took. We took our shoulder measurement, which was 9 inches, and now we're going to remove 1 inch from the shoulder, making it 8 inches, and we're going to cut. Do that to the other side of the armhole and you're good to go. So that's me making sure that everything is even and correct. If it's not, still trim it. We're going to work on our sleeve at this moment. When you get to your sleeve, notch the edge of the sleeves together. I'm working with one of the sleeves for illustration purposes, but you're meant to have 2 sleeves together for the right and left. Attach the sleeve as you can see me doing. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm attaching the sleeve from that point where I joined the front and the back piece together. So you're going to sew all the way down. Once you've attached it, you're going to pin that down to the left and also pin that down from the middle to the right. I hope you understand what I'm saying, but just watch what I did. So I'm going to sew off camera. When I get back, you'll see. So I've gone ahead to sew this off the camera, and this is how my sleeve is looking. Once I've done that, I'm going to work on the zipper allowance. Guys, I won't be attaching my zipper at this point because I haven't worked on the neck. So what I'm going to do is to run a very loose stitch at this point so I can be able to lose that when I'm ready for the zip. Just a very loose stitch. That'll be very easy to lose when I'm ready to insert my zipper. So that's the zipper part, and I've gone ahead to make my loose stitches. So we're going to take the measurement. We're closing it. So we're going to take our measurement from shoulder to our bust point, to our hip line, to our waistline, and to the length of the gown. That's my bust point from shoulder, that's my waist point, and that's my hip point, and also that's the length of the gown. So I'm going to take the actual measurement starting from the middle. You divide it by 4, that is my 10 on one part, and also I'm starting from the middle to the other part, marking my 10. So I've gotten my 20 for one side. Watch what I'm doing. Mark 10 for one side, 10 to the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing for the waist. I have 8 for my waist. So you start off from the middle, mark your 8, mark the other 8 at the left hand side and also at the right hand side. Do the same for the hip. My hip is 40, mark 10 on one side, mark 10 on one side. You get your 20 for the front side, and it's going to be applied on the other back side too. So I'm going to join. For my sleeve, I have 14 inches, not 16. My round sleeve is 14. So 14 divided by 2 will give me 7. And I'm going to mark my 7 there and connect that together. I'm going to do the same for the other side, and I'm going to sew that down using a very loose stitch. Once you're done with the stitches, you're going to open that up and iron it flat. And the next thing to do is to turn it inside out and still iron it. So this is what it's looking like. So this is the finished look. This was done for illustration purposes. You can do a better one at this, much more better than this. So I challenge you guys, go try one. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.